Yeah, good day. The topic for today is market trend. So before we talk about the topic, I need to explain some certain concepts. The first one is market. So any place where buying and selling activities take place is a market. So and trend is just like the direction of anything. So when we're talking about market trend, it is talking about the direction of the buying and selling activities that's taking place in a particular location. So now we are talking about the crypto market trend. So this has to do with the direction of buying and selling activities. So if buyers are more than sellers, we expect the price of crypto to go up. And if sellers are more than the buyers, we expect the price of a crypto asset to drop. Now let's talk about market trend. A market trend is the general direction in which a market or asset price is moving over a certain period. So when we are talking about market trend, we are talking about if the price of a particular commodity or asset or crypto asset is going up, or if the price is going down. So how are we going to know if the market is going up or down? So you have to check your candlestick to know this. So I've talked about the concept of candlestick in my previous videos. If you are aware to watch it, you can just check my YouTube channel, which is Tsam Trades. You can check on the candlestick topic there and watch. So now let's talk about the different categories of market trend. We have the uptrend. This has to do with the bulls. What is the meaning of bulls? Bulls is a condition, or let me say market condition, in which buyers are more effective in the market than the sellers. So if we say that a crypto market is bullish, it means we are expecting the price of that crypto is going up. Let's talk about the downtrend. So this shows a general decrease in market price or demand. So if the sellers or the supply of a crypto asset is more than the demand or the buyers, we expect the price to reduce. So that's about the downtrend. And if there is no significant, if the number of buyers and the number of sellers are equal, the market will be rotating within the same price or with averagely no significant movement. That's when we say the market is in a consolidation or accumulation phase. So now let us check this on a crypto market chart. So okay, let me check Tesla. This is the Tesla stock. So this is the stock market. Here, this is an example of an uptrend. So the market moved from this price, go up to this price. This is because it is an uptrend. This one will form as the higher low. This will form as the let me say the high, because that is the starting point. This is the high. This the higher high. So we have the higher low. Let me go to the 4 hours to make it more visible. This is the 4-hour time frame. This is the high here. So we have the break of structure here. So the bright breaks above this. This is the previous high. This is the higher high. This is the higher low. Higher high. Higher low. Higher high. Higher low. Higher high here. We have the higher low here. We have the higher high here. We have the higher low here. As you can see, as price is moving, it is breaking the previous price. From what's the price here? 317. The market dropped to 293. Then come back again to break the previous 293 to what price? 322. Then drop again to form another high here, which is 329. Drop again. This is a typical example of an uptrend. So we have price breaking the previous high. This is the previous high, break above it. Previous high, break above it. This another high here, the market come drops, then breaks above it. So we have something that we called trend line support and resistance. So your support and resistance, it's not necessarily has to be horizontal only. It can be diagonal. As you can see here, this is the trend line support. You are expected to buy at the support and you are expected to sell at the what? At the resistance. Because the support is where the market is just the price of a crypto asset is finding to drop below. You can see the price is finding that to drop below these points. Immediately it drop, it returns back. You are expected to buy here and sell at the resistance here. So we expect the market to drop again, but here we do not see the price not come back to the support till we get here. So that's where the knowledge of candlestick pattern comes in. So I've dropped a book on candlestick pattern on my Telegram channel. If you are not on my Telegram channel, you can just ask for link on the comment of this video. So I will drop the link there. If you need it, just ask for a link so that you can join my Telegram. And if you need the textbook, you can just ask me. If you go through the textbook, you will see different chart patterns. These chart patterns will tell you when to buy. It will help you more apart from your normal support or apart from normal buying from support and selling from at resistance. There are times that market will not get to your support before it will change direction to the upward. And there are times that market will not get to your resistance line. You can see here, market did not get to the resistance line before it dropped again. So it happens. So, but if you have knowledge of candlestick pattern, you'll be able to identify when the price is about to change or drop, or it's about to go up, whether when it touches this support or resistance or not. So that's that about trend line or uptrend. Now let's look for downtrend. Can we spot any downtrend here? Let's go back to SanDisk. This one. You can see this is a typical example of a downtrend. Persistent drop in the price of this as a asset. You can see the market start from here. This is like the high. We have a lower high here. This is the lower low. We have lower high. We have lower low. We have lower high. We have lower low. Now this is the resistance and this is the what? Support. So when market gets to support, it goes up. When it gets to resistance, it drops. When it reach the support, it goes up. Drop to support, it goes up. Get to resistance, it drops. Get to support, it goes up. Get to resistance, it drops. This is a typical example of a downtrend. So another significant characteristic of a downtrend, same thing as the uptrend, is that the price will be breaking the previous low. If you check this is the lower low. The price breaks below the lower low to form another lower low. Go back again, breaks the lower low again to form another lower low. Goes back again, breaks below this to form another lower low. But now we have reached the bottom of this downtrend. So how do you know that you have reached the bottom? Anytime you see market going back to break above the previous lower high, that means there is change in structure of the market. If you can see from here, when the coin drops, it did not go back to break this previous lower high. This is the previous lower high for this trend. Drops here. When market was reversing, it did not go all the way up to breaks above or breaks above this point. Same thing here. You do not break above, but now we are breaking above the previous lower high. So this means that there is change in direction of the market. Now this market is now turning into an uptrend back from a downtrend into an uptrend because we have breaked the previous lower high. Now we are expecting the market has dropped to this point, back to this, like the higher low here. This is the higher high because we are breaking above this previous high here. This is the higher high, we have higher low. So now you can buy from this support trend line because we are expecting the price to go and break above this previous higher high. So this 1814. So if you can buy from 1570 and sell at 1821, that's a good profit. If you buy in large quantity, if you buy like 1 million quantities of this price, you are expecting to make close to 300 or 200 million thereabouts if you break above this support. But before you can buy 1 million of this price, it means you have 1 billion. So, but if you can buy like, let me just say 100 quantities, this should be like 100,700 and something. So if you buy like 100 quantities and price gets to this place, you are expecting a price of $200 per quantity. That is 200 times what? 100. This, I'm talking about $100,000 here. You are buying like 100 quantities of this Dansan disc because these things are in USDT. This 1569 are in USDT. So one sand disc is 1,000 at current price. It's 1,569 USDT. So if you are buying 100 quantities, that means you are buying with $100,567. So that 100 quantities will give you like roughly close to $20,000. That's how big men they make money. So this is a typical example of how to buy and sell in the market with your market trend or structure, anyhow you put it. So we are talking about trend here. So as I said earlier, your support and resistance doesn't have to be horizontal, it can be diagonal. So this is the support, this is the resistance for this uptrend that you are expecting to form, and this is the resistance, and this is the support of this downtrend that formed before. So let's look for a neutral or sideways trend. There's nothing neutral here. Let me look for BTC if you can spot anything neutral on BTC. Hey. Okay, I saw something earlier. Look at this place. This place. This is a typical example of a neutral trend. The market is just moving in a sideways pattern. It's not going up to form a break. It will form higher high or higher low. You can see. Just come here, come back, come here, come back, come here, come back, come here, come back, come here, come back. This is a typical example of a neutral or sideways trend. So let's check the 1 month candle of BTC. Let me look for the spots. That's for the futures. Okay. Now you can see BTC here form a downtrend from this point to this point. That is the bear market. And from bear market, we break above the previous high here or the monthly time frame to form another high. To now, since we've broken above this previous high rather. So that means we have changed. Market has shifted from the previous bear market. It's about to go into the bull market now. So market is changing from a downtrend to an uptrend. So what we are expecting here is higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high. But here we've broken above the previous low here. That means the market has changed its direction. You can see. Now, since market has changed direction, this high did not go up to break the previous high that has been doing from here. So that's the basic thing about market trend. So let's draw the trend line for this. This is the trend line for this. That is the resistance. In the long term move, this can take like 2 to 3 years. This chart is chart for 2 to 3 years. And this is the resistance. And this is the support rather. The resistance, the support, the resistance, the support, the resistance, the support, the resistance. Now we're breaking below the support here. So this is the beginning. This was the beginning of the bear market then. For anybody that know about the charts. Now this current BTC, let me check the 1 week time frame. What we're expecting now here is if we are going to break this previous high. If we break this previous high, that will be the end of the current bear market, because we have the high here, we have the lower high, we have another lower high, this is the lower low, this is the lower low, this is the lower high here, lower low. So we are expecting this is still a lower high. So far we are yet to break above this previous high. We are still in the bull market, but immediately we break above it, the market will turn into what? A bear market. Now, if you notice this change, don't go and buy at this point. Expect a pullback to form what? The higher low. Because if market break this and goes up to like 89, or let me just say this 88 or 83 or 85 or 86, any price we can get to, I expect the market to form a lower high somewhere around this region, somewhere around there, within this range. So if you break above this, expect market to drop. This can last for like 2 to 3 or 4 months before we see a significant drop. So wait for that drop before you start buying BTC for the long term, for the next bull market. So that's that about market trend.